Alrighty, well, this is that lawnmower that I had to get the push rod and the little guide deal for, and I put it all on there and everything, and then I made about 2 cranks and started turning real free. So I took it apart and found out that the head gasket in pretty bad disrepair right here, and I hear that that's a common problem with these kind of engines here. Well, it's got a big old piston, don't it? I guess that's why they can do this with 1 cylinder and don't have to have them twin cylinders, which really I'm not a real big fan of the overhead valves, but hey, with them little single cylinders like that, they're kind of hard to beat, really. And let's see how this is supposed to go. I think it goes a little something like this, boys. Yeah, just like that. That's that. I cleaned this off already because naturally you got to do that. And let's see here. This, I don't know how good you can see that. This is the piece I had to replace. One of these guides was broke, cracked, and that's what wore that push rod out. Well, it turns out that somebody's had this apart before, and they had the intake push rod mixed up with the exhaust. I don't know if it makes much difference, but the intake's supposed to be the aluminum one. And another indication that's been apart before is the seat has apparently popped out of this exhaust valve, and somebody has put it back in. They did do a lot of punch work in there getting that in, and I'm hoping it's going to be all right. Now, I went ahead and lapped these valves in yesterday, and that's one thing about it. Boy, these things are easy to take off. I don't know, you can't see them, but you can just push them down your finger and pop them right off, and then the same way putting them back on. But in any case, I'm going to go ahead and put the cylinder on here. I got these little dowel pins sticking out. Of course, now I just knocked that off from there. Get on there, get on there, get on there, get on there. Don't want to tear that gasket. It wasn't too bad, $7 and something. I don't remember exactly how much, but see if we can get this thing set down on here just right. There's that one, there's that one. All right, that's pretty good. I got the, where's them bolts all there? They're down here. Oh, mercy, 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 mercy. They're up on the fat boy there again. That's the only ones all the same size. I think they are, but anyway, we'll run these in here. And let's see if I can get 1 or 2 of them started here so I don't have to worry about that coming loose. And let's see here, what are we doing next? Let's see. I don't know, what did I do? Here that is. I don't know what I done with my attachment and everything for this, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to run them. I can just run them in with this drill because and you don't want to run them up very tight because, I mean, first off I got to go ahead and get these things started here. Of course, I can never find my tools around here. It ain't no wonder though. Well, I keep everything in a mess. Let's see, there goes that one in there. And got them things in, so it's not going to go no place right now. And let me see what we can find over here. I see it right here. All right. This is another handy little gadget. This handle here like that. I got to turn on slow anyway, so we don't want to run them up too tight. So you can go ahead and get the rest of them in there. Some of these are kind of a bear to figure out where they go. They're down in here like that. That don't ain't too bad. There's 8 of them all together. These others are down the bottom. Of course, they're going to be hard to find the places they go in. So anyway, let's see where's that at. This is a job. Well, it's going to take me a little while to do. I'm going to turn this camera off for the time being. I'll get that farther along. That's nothing anybody don't already know, but when I get these tightened up, we'll get back with it here. Alrighty, and I finally got them all situated. I kind of run them down with the drill a little bit, not too forward doing that way. And so we're going to attempt to snug these up. There's a sequence you're supposed to go in. You bring this one up some, and then this one, and then this one down here is next. I think. Where the heck is that thing? Get in there. You. Where is that? Boy, that's hard to get to down there. Hard to find. So we'll have to fish it out. As I said before, this could make a preacher cuss. Yeah, I got it in there. Guess I didn't run that in very far, did I? No, I think what it was, I didn't have it on there. There, that may be more like it. Okay. That's number 3, and then number 4 is up here. Bring it down some. Number 5 is over here. Okay, these are 1/2-inch bolts, but couldn't find my 1/2-inch socket. Now 13 will work on a 1/2, but you can't put a 1/2 on a 13 bolt. That's a nice little way to do that. And then number 6 is down here. Yeah, number 6 is down here. Pull it down a little bit. Number 7, back in here we'll find it. Yeah. And then number 8. That's got to be. Yeah, this is number 8 right here. Yeah, it's number 8 right here. Yeah. Alright, and then when we get that done, there's number 8. Now we'll go ahead and start over again here. And this time I'm bringing it down pretty good. I don't know what the torque specs are on them, but it don't bother me just too much. For years I've been messing with these things, and you finally develop where you can tighten them about right without breaking something off. And with a sharp little ratchet like this, well, you're not as apt to break them. You got a 1/2-inch drive. You got a 1/2-inch drive ratchet or a breaker bar or something like that. You would want to be careful. And that's good for that one. And let's see, number 8 is this one. Okay, well, I'll come back here. Well, not to have my 13 for long. Cotton picking thing went down in there. Well, I'll get that out later, but this time I'm going to see if I can, well, there's a 1/2-inch, but it's for the little, what do you call it, 1/4-inch drive. So let's see what we're going to do here now. Yeah, that ain't going to work. I guess I'm just going to dig that thing out. Yeah, if I was a little more organized around here, it'd be something, wouldn't it? And I might even stumble onto a 1/2-inch socket around here. Alright, I'm going to have to get busy and look again. And then be back in a little bit. Alright, now we got that tightened down. And I guess it's time to put these push rods back in there. Clean them off here a little bit. This one here goes in the bottom. And you got to kind of make sure it's in that little socket back here in the back in that lifter. And there's that. And put this one in here. Yeah, that's it. Let's see if we can, like I said, these valve springs ain't real hard to push down. Get in there, you. Well, I said they wasn't. There it is. That one's there. Yeah, I'm gonna flip this around so it fits here. Let me turn this motor and see if I can get that to come down. Out a little farther here. Well, I don't know now what's going on here. There, this is as low as it's going to go. Okay, get your ass in here. I don't know, that don't seem quite right to me. That just don't seem quite right here. Well, you just about got it. Wait a minute here. Wait a minute. I am doing something wrong. I'm just going to go ahead and back them things out. That's a number 10. And let's see, this thing here, and I got a couple number 10s, but who in the hell knows where they're at. I don't know, if I was a little more organized. Here's a 10. There's a 10. Okay. Now then, that's the wrong one, and this is the wrong one, and this is the right one right here. Okay, now then, get you all loosened up here. It's the easiest way to do it anyway. And what I just about forgot to do was I forgot to put these little rotation caps, or whatever they call them, on here. There's one right there. It's these little deals here, they got a hole in them, and they go on top of them. So get this thing loosened up here, and I'm just going to go ahead and do this the correct way. I've got to set the valves anyhow, so I'll do it like that. Get on there and bring this in so it don't. It might work without them little caps on there, maybe, I don't know, would or not, but they're supposed to be on there, so we're going to put them on there. One on both of them. Here. This back here. Yeah, I know, I'm a greenhorn on this thing. I've never done one of these overhead valve things before. I know you can't tell by looking, but that's the truth. There's that, and here's this, and there. Now, what the hell? I hear somebody driving around out there. Let's see where we at on this thing. Come on up. Oops, don't be doing that, jam that thing up like that. Okay. Yeah, that's about right for that, I think. Oops. Going down here. Yeah, let's see now. There's that. That one looks a little tight already. Now then, feeler gauge. And I don't know, we'll do 5 thousandths on the top one. Everybody doesn't, or on the, actually it's on the intake, exhaust is 7, so we're going to do 5 thousand on the intake. People do this differently. I mean, I've heard different things on there about it. Come on down here. That's about right for that, I think. Now, and we're going to have to hold this so as not to move it too much. Yeah. Tighten that in there. Yeah. Oh yeah. And we shall check it again, make sure it didn't move. And it might be a little loose right there. I think it's just a little loose. See what happened to that. Still just a little bit loose. Well, for pity sakes. Yeah, that's about right there. Yeah, make sure that's tight. I know that's probably not the right way to do it, but alright, that was that. Let me go ahead there, get a 7 out of here, which is, it's right here. Make sure there ain't nothing else stuck to it. What we got here? That's a little tight. A little too tight there. Let's see what we got here, just a little bit down there. Seems right. Seems right there now. Alright. I know, slow at a 7-year itch. Now let's see what we got going on here now. That's pretty good. Attempt to turn this and see what happens. See if they all move. If they don't move, well then something ain't right. Oh, that ball ain't moving. I don't know what's going on here now. Don't know what's going on there. Son of a bitch, there's probably something wrong with that lifter in there. Phew. Hey, what's going on here now? That one's working. And I don't see that one moving now. Well, something's not right. Yeah, I finally got that rigmarole going, I was having a hard time getting that exhaust, or the intake push rod to set that little socket. So I had to take this assembly off here and look under the flashlight and make sure something else hadn't busted on this thing, because it seemed like it was one thing to another on this thing. So anyway, so now I guess we go ahead and start putting it back together. I don't know if I mentioned it or not, I might have, but I went ahead and lapped them valves in while I had the head off and everything. Somebody else has messed with this outfit, and knowing where the guy that I got it from bought it, I don't want to give hillbillies a bad name. Them guys are sub-hillbillies when it comes to working on something. And I mean, I'm a hillbilly myself to some degree, so I'm not really knocking them. It's just that it's just a little bit ignorant to the way they was doing stuff. So enough said about that, I guess. Anyway, and let's see, boy, if I didn't keep track of everything better than I did, I'd be able to find it around here. Yeah, here we go. Here we go. Now, put this in here and put this in here. Of course, I probably won't be able to do that without getting right in the middle of it. That's kind of handy, though, the way the exhaust is. You just poke it down the hole there. And where the heck is that hole? Oh, I can't find nothing anymore. Alright. One thing's kind of dark out here on this porch. And it's been raining for the last, I don't know how many days, off and on. And you can probably hear the rain now. Packing around out here. Water dripping off the roof and everything. There's that. And this one here. And we'll get this little ratchet put on the end of that. And of course lose a bit. That's the way that's the name of that tune. And where did it go? Right here. Luck would have it, it didn't go plumb back underneath there. Alright. Now, and we'll adjust this to the tightening position. Same way with this one here. If I can get it in there. There we go. Alright, pretty much the rest of this is just rudimentary, which is putting on the carburetor. I didn't even take the filter off, didn't need to. I'll check, make sure that little gasket thing or the rubber deal's alright before we put it back. Put the shroud back on it and see what happens. I might just put this on and see if it starts. I don't know. Well, I gotta put the gas tank back, so a lot of malarkey. Alright, well, this may be enough of this little rigmarole, so well, I got this old beast going finally. I don't know how many times I adjusted them valves before I finally got it right. This is the first one in my pool like that. I'm gonna see if it'll start without a choke. The reason I said without the choke is because I don't have a choke right now. This here little piece is broke. I guess I'm supposed to slide in here somewhere, how? Like that. And there's this. Well, it ain't, I don't know at what point it got broke, but it did. So I'm going to see about either getting one or gluing this on here, which I ain't wild about that. But in any case, you almost got to choke these things to get them started, especially unless they're already warmed up. But anyway, we finally got her going and everything. It wasn't that bad. I took the air shroud off 2 or 3 times, checking this, that, and another. And even took the gas tank off. But that's easy. Just 4 bolts, and that way you can get to the back on your shroud there easier. It's an old crutch. The seat looks like the devil struck it, but it's the long cuts of grass. I've got a couple other mowers out here. 3 more really, but all of them need to work, just like this. Alright, then that's enough of this. There's 100 videos out on these kind anyway, so you know, use of me going into much more detail than we already did. The main thing is, after the broken push rod, another head gasket, then a little valve guide, those little things there to guide the push rods in, and everything. I guess I've got maybe $25 in parts on this thing, plus my about 80-mile round trip to get the head gasket. I got the other thing sent to me and it finally got here. I usually have good luck getting things off eBay, but this time it's better than a week. Well, the push rods came in pretty fast. The other gizmo over there, you can't put it together without it, so it detained me a little bit more. Anyway, thanks for watching, and thanks for subscribing. I think that's going to be about it for this old crutch.